obviously digital transformation, we've heard a lot about it in the IT industry over the last couple of years. We've seen a real acceleration of digital transformation since the COVID-19 pandemic, but there is a general consensus in the industry that sometimes the term can be hijacked or abused, where somebody updates an application, they call it digital transformation, but that's, as we know, isn't digital transformation. So what I want to know is, from both your perspectives, what are your what are the defining characteristics for you guys in terms of what a digital transformation is? And I'll go to Maya for that one first, so that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Thanks a lot, Mark, and pleasure to be on this platform with you today, along with Sam. Happy always to reach out to our partners through our strong alliances in the market and our partners specifically. Let me start by speaking about Ingram as well. It's a partnership that we are proud of, and happy to be with Sam as well on this. The subject is really very interesting to me personally, and I'm sure it's something on top of mind for too many customers, CIOs, executives, CEOs. And you are 100% right to say that digital transformation has been maybe looked at in a wrong way, I would say, or in a wrong approach, because really digital transformation will look differently for every company. Yeah. And there is no one definition that fits all. In my opinion, yes, we can put characteristic for digital transformation, but we characterize, I would say, digital transformation as the integration of, I would say, digital technology into all areas of a business to result in fundamental changes to how business operate and how they deliver value to customers. So that's in a nutshell, I would say, how we characterize this. But then you will have beyond that, it's cultural change, right? Yeah. It requires organization to continually change and challenge their current status. Is it in the right direction? What they are doing, what are the exercises they're putting, for example, strategy for their application, for their infrastructure, and maybe to accept failure. But at the end of the day, they would want to manage the transformation and to move, especially at these difficult times and with the new situation or the new norm. People, they think of digital transformation more than before. And this is why I would say it differs from an organization to another. But what matters today is really data. And maybe today I would like to emphasize more on how, from NetApp side, we can help our customers and our partners to take this transformation in a simple and a satisfying way. So that is from my side.
Brilliant. That's a great answer, Maya. Very comprehensive. So thanks for that. And Sammy, over to you. Same thing.
Okay. Thanks, Maya. I think you pretty well defined. What I've seen in these days is people generally use the word digitization and digital transformation, but they both are two different terminologies and it has two different meanings, but people generally interchange each other. Now, if you talk about digital transformation, it's predominantly about based on how people in the organization, the process and the technology that needs to be changed. Now, moment that three are combined together, then we talk about digital transformation is happening. Generally what happens, if there is a normal, smaller software updates, people generally term this as digital transformation. But most of the time that is called digitization because they're moving from the normal works to move towards the software world of era. So this is where people generally get confused with digitization with the digital transformation part of it. Now, when it comes to Gartner's study on FY 2020, there will be around 25 billion connected things, which is being commonly said by everyone. So in the future, I believe everything is going to get connected.
Yeah.
It's not, it's most of the time. So that's where all the organizations has to move towards the digital transformation. Now, as Maya said, every organization has different ways and bits to move ahead, but there are few key things that push the digital transformation forward in an organization. The first thing, if they want to be successful, is regarding mindset to change. Now, when you say mindset to change, it's a very simple term, but in an organization, that is one of the toughest I would consider. You take an example of Walmart, supposed to be the hypermarket, the supermarket, the supply retail chain. They're one of the global's largest one. But you look at the Amazon, who came and they could make the agile from the journey what they made from a library place to a e-commerce platform. That is where the digital transformation is. So the mindset to change within that organization is not very easy. Yeah. So it is one of the toughest, and that is where I feel people should more emphasize on. Obviously, then we need to have some new talent, customer-centric approach when we create the digital transformation journey. We should have agile because business is transforming at a very fast pace. Collaboration is very key in this digital transformation success. And also, as Maya said, data is the key. And again, data-driven action plans needs to be defined in a digital transformation journey. So in a collective way, I feel these are the key elements that push an organization to digital transformation, or indirectly, digital transformation is a must looking at the future because everything is going to be connected. Thank you.
That's a great answer, Sam. And I think it's important, as you say, to define the difference between digitalization and digital transformation. But sort of, you've brought me on to my next question, which is, you've already said one of the challenges is resistance, and that's sort of its human nature to resist change and trying to get an organization's mindset to change. So I just want to ask Maya as well now, and yourself, just about what do you guys think is the biggest challenges to digital transformation? You already talked about connected devices, so data, which Maya already mentioned, is going to continue to grow. What is the biggest challenges for organizations in terms of embracing and successfully executing digital transformation objectives?
Yeah, you like me to start?
I'll start with you, Maya.
Yeah, I would start from where Sam stopped, which is digital transformation is, of course, on a fast-paced growth and push in the market. And as I said, on top of mind of too many organizations, customers, partners, whether it is something today or tomorrow they're thinking of, but it is really affecting business today and how we do it. So by changing operating models and becoming more agile, as Sam said, and thinking differently about how to deliver customer experiences and business outcome, I think enterprises are looking for any edge they can find to compete in today's digital world. So they want help. They need a new approach to do things. So yes, transformation is not easy. And I would say it undertakes three challenges with today a cloud and the promise of the cloud being it, we go with hybrid model, multi-cloud strategy, private, public cloud, what we're going to do with our data, with our applications. The concept that years ago was like a data warehouse, and we have, for example, all our data in one place today is not anymore helping because we're connected, we have the new norms working from different places, needing data to be analyzed from different places. And this takes me to my second point, which is simplicity. How we can help our customers into this digital transformation in a simple way. Because what happens with the cloud as well, it's creating lots of complexity. And with NetApp, we make sure that this transformation is being made in a simpler way. And at the end of the day, I would say efficiency. This is the three main challenges in my opinion. However, I would say there are three questions I would like every NetApp partner, being responsible of the partner ecosystem for NetApp in Middle East, Africa, Italy, and Spain, and I hope everyone would be listening. There are three questions I would like every partner to ask their customers. And I would start with asking, what is your hybrid cloud or multi-cloud strategy looks like today? What do you want to achieve? How the second one would be how we can help simplify your transformation. And the third question would be, and this is the last one, what is your data making your organization? Is it making it more efficient? How you're utilizing your data? And with these three questions, I think we can make it much easier and help our customers and partners through this digital transformation journey in an easier way. So that would be my answer.
That's a brilliant answer, Maya. Again, very comprehensive, and as you sort of said, you're trying to remove the complexities of digital transformation. But it's important that companies know where they want to go with their cloud journey, as opposed to just saying, "Yeah, I want to go to the cloud," but what exactly do you want to achieve? Sam, is there anything you'd like to add to what Maya's just said there?
I think Maya made it very simplified the way the three questions ask. So moment you have the answers, I think it covers it simplifies a lot of action points. Now, but I have a little more deviation to that, where we talk more about keeping up with the pace of change. That is one of the key element in digital transformation, because you see a lot of innovative changes are happening at a rapid pace, where organization has to adapt quickly and remain competitive. Now that is something which is it's very difficult at this point in time. It's easy to say, but to make it practical and agile is very difficult. Now that's one of the key challenge that's where happening. Now there's a great resilience to IT department to drive more value to the business, because that comes along with the change, because IT is now becoming an integral part of an organization. In the past, it used to be integral, but like sales organization always drives the business. That's the concept is. Now people start thinking that no, even the IT is coming along with the sales to drive the business. So that's where the organization starts thinking about IT department. Now, on top of when I talk IT, because digital transformation is predominantly about changing the behaviors of the IT. Now, IT becomes more complex. That's where another issue comes into the picture when they start having diversification. Now we talk about advanced technologies like cloud, virtualization, big data, IoT, AI, and you talk about mobility. Everything comes with the digital transformation, but that all leads to a IT complexity. In most of the organizations, they don't have a strong IT network or IT resources to develop their digital transformation. So that's where I believe another challenge which we foresee when people think about digital transformation. The third and the final point is bridging the talent gap. When I talk about bridging the talent gap, it's not just about IT department alone. If we go to the all across the existing talent versus how some new talents can be inserted so that it becomes a mix of talent together and seamlessly growing upward, so that the existing talent can also understand the digital transformation journey together and they both excel together. So when these three things are missing, it becomes more challenging to the partner organization or any organization that wants to drive this change.
Yeah, no, again, very interesting. And just going back to talent acquisition, I've spoke to a lot of people in the industry on digital transformation, and that seems to be a recurrent theme that comes up is the issue of talent acquisition. So it's an interesting point you made. Look, I just want to stay with you, Sam, for a minute. Obviously, NetApp has established itself as a market leader in hybrid cloud data services, but I want to find out a little bit more about the role you guys play at Ingram Micro in terms of enhancing and distributing their diverse portfolio of solutions and products. So if you could tell us a little bit more about that, that would be great.
Great. So I think it's a big opportunity for all of us and our channel partners to grow and promote hybrid cloud services success story. With our long-standing relationship with NetApp, I'm sure Maya can vouch on it, we have a huge install base of customers where we can educate, we can help them to transform their digital journey through hybrid cloud model. And when we look at hybrid cloud model, NetApp has a very good product that allows us to have independent scaling of compute and storage, adapting to workload with guaranteed performance. Now, also they adds the reduced costs because of their unified data orchestration and integrated across public, private, and on-premises environment. Now, hybrid cloud of NetApp can provide all these solutions. And this is where I think the solution which will help us to drive together in the market. And also note, we have Ingram Micro Marketplace is also well positioned with our partners to provide services. So both combining these two will give us a strong value add to the market, as well as taking NetApp products to the stronger into the region.
Brilliant. That's great. And Maya, you've already touched upon, multi-cloud, hybrid cloud. I mean, NetApp obviously has established itself as a real leader in the hybrid cloud model. But what I want to ask you as an expert, there seemed to be a change. There used to be a debate whether it's public, fee private, and there was that. Now there seems to be a bit of both. The attitude seems to be the future is having a bit of both. Can you just explain to us why there seems to be such a demand for hybrid cloud specifically now? That seems to be, this consumption-based model, hybrid cloud. In your opinion, why is there such a upsurge in demand for hybrid cloud model, and how well positioned are NetApp to really capitalize on that demand in the market?
Yeah, Mark, I think it's pretty clear nowadays that there is no multi-cloud roadmap or this master textbook that any customer or enterprises in general can follow to reach at the end of the day their transformation rainbow, I would say, or their ultimate strategy, right? And deploy the absolutely perfect cloud strategy. So this is why we start seeing, some confusion as well in the market. Do I go take my data, my workloads, put it all on the cloud? What about my applications? They come in different forms. Shall I put few on-prem, a few on the cloud? In the past, maybe it was easier because, as I said in the beginning, the concept of data warehouse with one location, one IT manager. Yeah, now it is not anymore the case, and not only to have on one cloud, but some application would need to access data from cloud, but as well from on-prem, and this is creating the need of the hybrid model. So, and still today, I would say many organizations are struggling to find the ultimate strategy. But what I would say with NetApp and with our data fabric, we help, as I said in the beginning, our customers and partners to have a solution for their strategy with a peace of mind, because the core of it is the data and how you manage the data. So of course, I would say the cloud is an unstoppable force. I would say it enables innovation, driving scale, speed, and execution. But but here is the deal. There is sometimes you need to do cloud your way. Right, so irrelative of if it is public or if it is Microsoft Azure, AWS, you want to do cloud your way using the resources that are perfect for your business. I would say it is the time to extend the public cloud right in your data center. If you have your data center and you want to extend your public cloud experience, creating a true hybrid multi-cloud model. This is where NetApp steps in. With NetApp Data Fabric approach, it will let you build your own IT. And guess what? It acts like a cloud. And it connects to the world's biggest cloud from, as I said, Microsoft Azure, AWS, Google, and it simplifies and automates how you deliver new services without sacrificing control of applications and data. So what you would do with that is it's your clouds, not your cloud, it's your clouds and your way. It doesn't matter which cloud, you can manage your data between clouds, even if you have still your data center and you have your on-prem kind of private cloud, we still help you. So in a nutshell, I would say with NetApp hybrid cloud infrastructure, you can start anywhere, run anywhere, and manage everywhere your cloud at your command. You're the king. You can do anything you like with your data. And this is something that we take pride. We've done several acquisitions that give us today from Spot, for example, gives us unique value proposition in the market, and where our partners would understand how they work as well closely with our distributor, for example, in that case, Ingram, how we can leverage on providing our cloud data services as well on top of this hybrid cloud infrastructure. They would not only survive these difficult times, but they will be creating recurring business for the future by us, I would say, creating a proper as well consumption model for their customers. So that is from my side. I encourage all our partners to take this, I would say, small pitch to their customers and to make sure that we're not locking our customers with one cloud or with one with being only on-prem. We're future ready even today if they decide to do their tech refresh, but they would in the future want to move to the cloud or having a hybrid cloud model. I would say with NetApp, you have this confidence and we leverage on it. So I want our partners to take it as well to the market.
That's brilliant. Maya, it sounds from listening to you that you're kind of empowering the customer, like you're giving them the autonomy to choose the cloud strategy that they want. And you obviously provide them with consulting as well, because you did say at the start of that a lot of organizations don't really know what strategy they want. So are you able to sort of tailor a specific plan that works for them and really optimizes their costs and their efficiency? Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sam, is there anything you'd like to add about the hybrid cloud phenomenon and how you've seen it? I know you've been an expert in the industry for a number of years, and you would have seen a lot of different trends and things evolving. Did that surprise you that there's been such an upsurge in demand for hybrid cloud, or did you see this coming?
I think the key element is data, and mobility. The moment you have the combination of data with the mobility, you need to have, as I said, it's a hybrid cloud needs to be there, and the relevance starts coming up. So I feel this is part of a long-term journey where initially people talked about private cloud and then public, and then getting, as Maya was telling, that's getting complex and people don't know where to data. But I think sooner or later there will be a settling period point of time, and they will know exactly where the data needs to be placed. So based on that, hybrid cloud is going to come, or it is already there, and it's going to explode according to me. So it's part of the journey.
That's perfectly complemented what Maya's just said. And look, guys, it's been a brilliant interview so far, and I don't want to keep either of you too much longer. We've covered a lot of stuff. But Maya, just if we go back to you and ask you about Ingram Micro in terms of the role they played. I know you've got a lot of ecosystem of partners. Just how important are Ingram Micro for NetApp, and how long have you guys been in business for?
How long? I can't count anymore. I think it's
long time. That's good.
Long time, yeah. It started long ago. First distributor for NetApp in this region, and it's just growing from strength to strength. And we are very proud of this partnership. So that's for the first half of your question. Today, I think they are. We need them more than in the past, and actually we need each other. It's a partnership. We're supporting Ingram and all our distributors with specific financing models that we can take together to our partners. And I think in these difficult times, not only supporting our partners together from financial perspective, but as well trying to guide them on how they can survive and thrive as well, because they need to survive these difficult times. It's not easy to generate business. So with our cloud data services strategy, or with our data fabric strategy, we're helping as well our partners to create kind of services opportunity which will make them survive. And by thriving, it is the future as well. So we're not selling here hardware or just a specific solution, but we're giving them, I would say, an infrastructure, a data fabric that will help them as well open a discussion with their customers, not only for NetApp or not only for the cloud, but for helping the customer look at how they can put their data strategy for today and for the future. Today it is in a need more than before, but I think in the future as well, with the way things are going, we're only going to see data growing from one scale to the other. If I look at the cloud and the promise of the cloud, I think with Ingram, and as you know, Mark, Ingram, they have spent as well a lot on their cloud initiatives and their cloud marketplace, and we leverage together on that. But not only this, the strengths here comes as well. Ingram Micro align the same way from our side. We align with the largest hyperscalers, being it Microsoft, AWS, and Google in this region. I think the same way they align as well with most of our alliances, that's on the cloud. But as we spoke as well, we speak about on-prem and private cloud, and this is a market that's still active and it is still very healthy. Here we align as well with our great alliance, for example, Cisco and Veeam for backup. And again, here Ingram plays a big role by aligning together with us, with our alliances, to generate more demand and helping our partners grow their business and profitability. To top it with everything, I think we come up with strong incentives and rebate programs for our partners. And what I love so much with Ingram is that they always top it with some spiffs, some kinds of encouragements for our partners, so that they keep going on. And honestly speaking, we saw this, as I said, going from strength to strength with what's happening in the market. We still could see growth together, and that is amazing. A big thank you to Ingram and a big thank you to all our partners. Thank you.
Brandon. That's a lot of love there, Sam, from NetApp. I'm sure it's a two-way street, though, is it?
Thank you, Maya. I think it's as he said, it's a partnership. It's a win-win situation for both the entities. See, if you look at from an Ingram standpoint of view, we want our partners to be enabled, and they want to be future ready. And if you look back, how many vendors do you have? They have their own plan to make it future ready? And if you see number of vendors, NetApp will stand one on the top, who has the futuristic idea, and they keep ready before the time it's landing. And that's where you talk about all the technologies of hybrid cloud or data warehousing and everything. They were always ahead in the market. And this is where it helps us as being a distribution. We are proud to be the joint force who can go and make things ready for our channel partners. And that journey makes it very successful. Because that's where end of the day we talk about profit, revenue, everything is very critical, but that also goes along how future we can go. And that's where the partnership stands tall. And I think it's a simple word. Thank you very much for NetApp being our vendor as well as to the partner community. And that adds a lot of value in our portfolio. And also she talked about the alliances and everything which comes as a value add, and which is very easy internally also to work with Cisco or Veeam, all the vendors, to align better and build one strong plan to the partners to transform their business with their customers. And that helps us easy.